Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is SpaceX K2. I've decided to try to design a shieldless victory ship. I saw someone do it online. Look at a hammerhead shark, and I was like, that looks cool. So I'm gonna try to get this design. Now, I know when you get the Fenestra ship, this one. This is actually, I think, a shieldless, potentially shieldless. I can't remember what it looked like on Fenestra. Because I did have it. I looked at it last time, but I can't remember exactly. But I think the idea is you put a lot of turrets in like a big block up the top of the ship. So the goal is probably to get my spaceship back. I am this one. I have to rip out all this and create like a block. I think I'm going to rip out one engine too. So we're going to anchor this back on nauvis. And I didn't even line it up quickly, did I? I don't know where it lines up actually. Well, let's make a new ship. We've got the blueprint of this one though, so it's fine. This probably should be part of the print before I do it. What else that was? I must have T and Z. Available and total. Huh. Well, I think T should be that one. And this one should be Y. Ta-da. Okay, so yeah, the goal, it should be good enough to do. It shouldn't be too hard. At least I think it shouldn't be too hard. So first things first, so I gotta clone this ship. Create a new docking situation. We're to the south. I mean, we could do one. We could do another ship over here to the south of this one. I'm not sure where the row ports are these days, but that's quite good. Pretty good range anyway. Yeah, should get that. Should be good down there. Put it on this side. Another one of these large row ports. What was it? Alright, pipes. And antimatter. Oh, that doesn't really matter right now, that does it? We really want to get the row port up. And the power lines. Cool. Alright. So this spaceship, I think we've already got it. If I don't, let's check it. Yeah, it's the it is this one, I believe. Yeah. How much difference? Oh, I've done a few difference. Okay, I'll go add the differences. It's not quite the same. I'll update it since then. Cool. Alright, let's go make another copy of it. Now currently docks way down south. I probably want, I'm gonna probably put it over this way a bit more. Because the I was expecting it to be a bit more chunkier. Probably put it down here to make sure I have room. There should be plenty of room to design. Alright, at least with the scaffold here, so too bad. I think the engines I think the engines might be okay. I think the power plant I'll keep it at 7 gigawatts for now, but I believe I better go to 6 gigawatts and get rid of the shields, because the shields are like a gigawatt. And without having the need for shields and using turrets instead, it should be much less power cost. Oh, I should have put the oh, that's fine, we'll fix it up. Okay, so we're gonna start crafting a uranium ammo. I don't believe you get that efficiently. We need to make lots of this one here. So there might be better ammo than that, because I've got K2, right? So the actual best ammo might be better than that, which means it makes it even easier. But I kind of don't want to do a K2 victory ship. I want to do the one that you can do in vanilla. So, because you got this immersite crystal one, which is very expensive actually. But the damage on this is the rough magazine, so it's 14 plus 10, 24 damage. And this one is, oh, it's, yeah, it is a lot less actually. Okay, it's 14 plus 14. Okay, so here's the laser damage bonus. We'll just do it with the uranium ammo for now. I don't believe you can get productivity from it though. We'll make it on nauvis. We'll make a factory. Doesn't really matter where. As long as it's near this rocket silo that sends everything to orbit, it won't really matter. That's one building, it's this building. I believe there's a speed. Yeah, it's speed there. Okay, so it's gonna be uranium ammo. Maholic. Hey Dayman, how's it going? You you ready for the vanilla chat plays? Are you more interested in playing again? Maybe? Yeah, I'm trying to design a victory ship for SpaceX K2, but without shields. So I need a lot of uranium ammo. Just making that currently. I'm gonna add it to now this orbit is a. I'm not ready to win, but ready to laugh. No shields meaning guns. You have to use gun turrets instead. On my ship I don't use. I use shields. Really? Did you do the victory without shields already? That's amazing. Here we go, 5,000 uranium ammo. That should get sent up. I only found out about shields much later. Oh. Very true. Did you really finish the game with, without the shields? Oh, I just didn't know they existed. That's funny. No, yeah, ignorance is bliss. Makes for a much simpler life. Oh, thanks, Damon. I think my victory ships are good designs, but the haulers are not. These haulers are kind of ugly. I did like one. I did like this one. This design was okay. It's kind of basic. I did want to move the reactor though. symmetrical, but I never got around to it. Oh, we're gonna finish doing this, so we need to lay this out. Okay, so now we can start designing it. So we're gonna oh, damn it! I forgot. Why does it empty it? It's not supposed to. How'd they even insert? That's so weird. I don't even know how they even inserted. There's no logic. That's supposed to. It's to say it's disabled. Somehow it inserted straight away. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna rip out all the shields. So all these gotta go. And we're gonna put turrets instead. I don't believe that we're gonna be able to do such a nice design. Factory ship should come with torch so we can flush the water continuing. Did you actually watch the final video when I finally did it? When no one was watching? I was just flushing, like, it was ridiculous. Alright, gun turrets, we need these. I don't even have them on my person. I need to request them. I need gun turrets. No, I missed it. You can go back into the video log and find it, or download the video. I mean, you could ask, I mean, it's hard asking, our automation god, Fear the Penguin, to actually clip the video into like a 10-minute chunk, but yeah. It took like, you know, a lot of flushing. Clicking, flush, left click, flush, left click, flush, wait. Left click, flush. That's just lots of flushing. I was like, I had to do some adjustments to the design, and I might do it to this design as well. It's actually more advanced than this design. This design has got lazy pipes like this. I actually didn't do the undergrounds. You can do this to save a bit of real estate, but I hadn't got around to doing that on this design yet. So pretty quirky. Yeah, well, what was weird about it was that I did not have to flush in this version in 0.6. So it worked 100% in 0.6 without messing around, but 0.5, flush. So something's changed between 0.5 and 0.6 that makes it more efficient. So maybe something was going wrong with the turbines in 0.5 that's been patched since then. So it's actually easier in 0.6. But yeah, there's I mean, doing a victory ship, I thought it'd be like, you know, because I'd already done it in 0.6 and 100% worked in the first, you know, so I was like, okay. So all I do is just run it in 0.5 and we done, but no. Straight away failed, and it's like, oh. Did not know why. That's what it was. Oh, not that one. And this has got the 3 pipe, but it's supposed to be a 1. Well, I guess that could be a 3, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so that's the conversion. So this is a basic conversion to shieldless. Now we're going to put the turrets in. Now, as far as ammo goes, you can like pass the parcel. So I would like this to be 2 turret deep all the way along. But we might be stuck on 1 turret for some of these places. Might be a bit funky, you know? I mean, I could have 1 requester chest supplying all these and they just have belts between them and that'd be fine. There would not be a problem with that. Like how would that one get supported? It wouldn't do. Oh, you could zigzag like that between. So that goes to that, that goes to that, that goes to that. That works. I might even use yellow instead as well. I'll use blues. Ah, no, I might as well use the greens. Do that. And you can get like... And then you just have one at the bottom here supplying them with ammo. So do a uranium ammo. Sure. Got any more than 200, but that's fine. Now the first attempt, I'm not even going to try to adjust this. I'm going to see if I get away with doing nothing. Because this real estate is, it should be okay if that's the case. So I won't have to do anything fancy about it. You can do that. I'm gonna feed these ones. What's the trick of these ones, I wonder? I mean, I could feed onto a splitter. Yeah, chemical propelled defenses, you know? Machine gun space. I wonder you can use loaders. I didn't even think about that. Could I use a loader into a turret? I don't even think you can do that, but maybe you can. Ah, it's not going to go right now, but it's not landing on the spot. Oh my god, it works. Look at that. And it loads beyond normal too. Holy shit, you can do 200 ammo. So these hold 10, right? But a loader version is like 200. That's good. So I should be doing space loaders for turrets. That's a K2 thing though, but bug, do you have enough space? Well, yeah, it's the thing, you know. I think the density of turrets is gonna be too weak anyway to deal with the speed. So the first ship should explode basically. But that's fine. We're just trying it out, you know. We'll see if it's possible. Gun turrets, man. It's the future. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright. Right, let's get some inserters in here. It's nice to know about that overload one. We're not going to do it for reals. I mean the front ones maybe, but maybe it's not a good idea. Rip loaders. Yeah, I'm not. I can do the loaders another attempt. That was just seeing what worked, and it does work, and it works better than I thought. So that could be a open for use. I believe we'll see. We shall see. That's awkward. Like that one there. Dum dum dum. Bring it down here. I think these bits here do need the loaders. It's the same place. It got stuck. Now I've got the setters going one way. We could actually have it coming from the other side as well. I'm just doing one direction for now, just to see. I just want to test it out, so I don't really care. If this fails, that's the point. It's more about seeing how well it does as a test case. I mean, it should fail spectacularly, and that'll be a success. Nice we get some more turret density in here. Some of these spots are a bit weak. You know, like it's not really happy on this a number of turrets. There we go. So is it all loaded up? These are all missing ammo. Alright, 2000. And we can do another one in different spots and it'll be fine. Or even at the top. Though the top one doesn't work because it can't get out. You have to like, you know, you can't go back to front, so that doesn't work. It has to be from the, you know, the feeding side. I mean, I can turn them more around at some point. I think these ones could be less, maybe 1,000. Okay. What's it looking like? Let's start loading the reactor with fuel. You pump first. What's my pipes? Alright, we just need to get the storage in here, like that. There we go. Obviously, you can have more than that, but cool. Alright, how's the ammo looking? Got 200. So we're gonna obviously the rocket needs to do some more work. We're not even giving this one ammo. I'm not gonna do that. How's that possible? There we go. We have 200 ammo now. So that's almost done. We're almost ready for a test. Maiden test of the ammo spaceship. Alright, let's go check the cargo. What's the mass like? We might even be able to get the 3000 mass as well, which is curious case. See, we're 3348. But I know for a fact that we won't use the power of the without the engine. So this part here can be ripped out. How are these looking? Oh, you're right. We got 257,000 steam. Now the 0.5 version I did buff the steam and water buffers. I'm not doing that right now, but wait for the antimatter to get up a little bit. It shouldn't take too long. Now I could trim in these bits here so the sides are yeah, a little nicer. I mean, these have got sad steam. That's because there's no need to use that steam in this orbit. Heaps of water ice, wow, 25,000. Alright, let's do a test launch. So, test no shield victory. I think antimatter wise we're fine for a test. We've got, I don't even know what we've got because we're docked. We're gonna go to Fenestra. Oh, do we have the other? Well, that'll be fine. Oh, hang on. Do we have? Oh, we do have the 2 cards. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Oh, there's no... That's fine. Okay. Alright, let's go. Test 1. What's the speed going to get? Oh. Yeah. We're getting ripped. So... straight away I can see that the ammo supply rate is too low. That looks cool. I mean, like the bullet trails and all that. Alright, let's go back. We're gonna add we're gonna double the layer of turrets, but they keep the same shape. I'm gonna add an extra layer of turrets in front. The ship was dead though, man. It died, so we couldn't go any further. Gotta add like 2 tiles out, all to the front. Yes, it is September here. Can you see it on my screen? The seasons have changed here. You're still in you're still in summer, and I'm actually in I'm in spring now. Isn't that great? We're up to a massive heat wave. Hopefully no fires. Yeah, the world's because of the volcano last year, the world's got some weird shit going on with the water vapor in the air. There's like too much in some places, and then too little in others. Alright, so that should be enough for a few turrets. So we'll just push the walls out. There we go. It's a little bit wibbly wobbly up there though. Yeah, so we've had 7 times more rain than normal in winter. 7 times, like that's a lot more rain. So a lot of flooding. And other countries had probably the same in inverse, 7 times less rain. So extra fires. The world's basically a bit out of whack, I think, with the rain versus non-rain. This is the way it balances out over time. Has to rebalance. I thought I had a blueprint for removing the walls, but maybe I don't. More bots, man. Yeah, so I think Pakistan, it also has 7 times more rain. So, you know, the flooding is insane in some of these countries. It's just yeah, next level flooding. And so the crops start failing. But of course, when you have 7 times more rain, but you also got the, you know, a massive mountain range, the amount of rain, you know, can do a lot more. Whereas, you know, our country, our mountain range is like 3 times smaller in height than the Himalayas, so it doesn't do as much damage because the runoff's not going to keep going forever, you know. How do these ones? This is all funky now. We don't really need that, but that's fine. The daisy chain. How's it going to work up here? I think we're okay on this top part. We can just add another layer. We'll probably figure out a better way of doing it as well. Some of these turrets are going to be a bit funky, I think. It won't be optimal. Alright, let's go add some inserters. So the extra density of turrets here should make a much better job of keeping me alive. Alright, we're almost ready for a second test. We've kind of juiced the turrets, an extra layer. We've probably still got the same slipstream in theory. So the main problem is actually that we shouldn't have enough uranium ammo still. But we're starting to make it. What's happened? We've run out of actual rifle magazines, not the actual uranium. We've just gone through 30,000 uranium 238 to do this design. This is cool. I just hope I don't run out. It would be a bit awkward if I ran out of uranium for making so much for this ammo. I guess each of these chests is holding 1,000, so it's 5,000 there. Oh, we got thousands in these chests. Oh shit, we got heaps. I might go limit these buffers a little bit. I think we're fine. We do want the ammo. Normal turret though. There we go. Don't have that much coal available. Kind of rough, but alright. Need the rifle ammo. It's the 200. Alright. How's now with orbit looking? Do you have rockets coming out? Maybe it's not that clear that it needs it. I mean, this rocket should be filling up with ammo. I mean, it is loading up, but it's maybe a bit slow. Not like a high priority, you know? Kind of understandable, I guess. Oh yeah, I was going to start making this on the ground. And then shipping it up in orbit. This is it, this one here. Is there any conditions in this? What's the conditions? This is really old logic. I actually might just bam this in while I'm waiting. There we go. That should make is this even hooked up to the network? Oh yeah. I thought it wasn't, but it is on there, so okay. That should launch them into orbit at least. If I make them is another question. I mean, currently make all this in orbit, but there's no reason. Oh yeah, the satellite telemetry, that's why I didn't put it down here. I'm not drop shipping well, I could drop it down. Is this a pain in the ass dropping it down, but we'll do it. Because I think production wise, you get 319 from 23, so drop rocketing satellite telemetry isn't the end of the world. Yeah. That should drop it down. Oh, we're actually requesting cubes down here still. We got none though. Anyway, let's carry on. We should have ammo on the ship to do a second test. It's not the best, but I mean, I think it's kind of feasible. We might have to do another request chest though. Alright, what's the mass of the ship this time? 2622. Okay. It's not too bad. I mean, we can we only need to we need to get 100 and something empty tiles and we'll be good. Alright, let's do the second test. This should be fun. Let's see if this spaceship can fly very far without dying. No, I've already got some. Have a look. How's it looking? Nope, already getting hit. We lost about 3 seconds. Wow. You need some crazy defense then. So we can only go like 50 speed before we get hit. Now we're getting 100. 120, I think. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Now the hole is appearing. Seems to be holes appearing here. Hey, Cassandra Asmolith. Yeah, I'm trying to design it without shields. That's the goal, you see. I'm going to deconstruct it. No, I can't deconstruct a resource anymore. Used to be able to do that. Alright, let's try again. I'm going to add another layer of turrets. I'm going to go 4 deep on the turrets. So we're getting to about 120 speed, so we've got half the speed we need, so I'm not sure how dense it's going to have to be. I mean, I suspect they're actually running out of ammo as well. I believe, yeah. That's right. Alright, let's go add another layer. I mean, it might take a little while to get the right amount going, but... Oh, my mouth's being funny. It's a hair in my laser. Like, why is it going? It's like moving without me moving it. I was like, what the hell's going on? Alright, that should be okay. Now we've got to add... We can also move the wall. We can grab the wall. Copy it and move it. So look. Oh, we've got a cone. We missed a cone. Where's my cone? There's a cone up here. Ah, screw it. We'll just manually do it again. If it's not exactly the same on each side, doesn't really matter. I mean, we can smooth it out afterwards. But I would like to have it nice to start with. I need a lot more ammo, I suspect. And a lot more requested chests with a lesser amount. Like, per requested chest. Good thing about this, you kind of get a little bit of density. You know, the empty tiles kind of grows from this. It's not too bad. Alright, let's add some more destruction and mayhem. How's it going, Cassandra? Anyway, you been doing much Factorio? You're doing other games. have a look. How's this gonna look, I wonder? Alright. I got the same shape-ish. I think the top is a little bit wonky. Need another... Ah, screw it, we're not gonna bother. Let's just add another... Add some more turrets, so... I think this top part is actually quite sturdy now. How's that one get... You know, how these ones get ammo? It's quite tricky. How's that one get ammo? That one. Cool. Alright, looking pretty good. Still gonna get tankier. I think we'll find, I'll probably find, you know, be a certain number of turrets density and we'll be good. I mean, I can just keep growing this, but I think the speed of my ship will be the problem after this because we won't have the speed because of the mass growth. We have to gain some speed elsewhere. Because the ship was designed to be pretty much perfect on 3500 size, so we're at 3600, so that's going to be problematic, to say the least, on you know, flying fast enough. We have a lot of weak links in this as well because of the way they share the ammo. So we haven't really dealt with that at this point. We're sort of just designing to see what sort of speed we can get to with the turrets, you know, not being a problem. We've got to get this density thing. I think this one might be 180 maybe, if we're lucky. I mean, it's looking pretty chunky at the top there now. I mean, we might find we can't do this, you know, streamline business like I've been doing. You have to do something else, but... They're 3800 now. But chunkier. 300 mass, that's a lot to try to get back. You know, if I take out this, that's not gonna be 300 mass. And then if you can't get back to 3500, then you can't get you have to add more shield engines to make up for it, which is a different problem. This design is not really for more engines. I mean, you do slower engines in this inside. Your row of engines in here, it goes 60%. I mean, that would work, but it's gonna be expensive. Alright, we're almost done on the turrets. I think we need more request chests. This is getting a bit absurd. Problem is these top ones, you kind of have to feed them up. So that's why I was thinking, like, the south side feeding up. That one there doesn't really feed me any, right? But if I can feed, like, this one here's a kind of a key one. I can feed that one, that would be kind of good. Or this one, even better. Well, that one's not bad, but I think it's gonna turn that turret around. That'll feed it quite well. What's this one? Is this a dead end? Dead end turret. Can we make it a useful turret? It's really a dead end turret. Look at that. I gave it all this ammo. Total dead end turret. If it goes back the other way, where can we put it? That one feeds into up to there. It's like a small subsection. Shub. Yeah, I don't know. It's no good. I mean, we could definitely go and get 2 gaps. It'll be fine. I don't really have those very often. What that one there? That's kind of like a pass the parcel one. Alright, let's test it out. Problem with this, yeah, the problem with design is they literally do take the whole stack. So that's why the stack inserters is not so good. It's good for like moving lots, but it means you get like ammo gaps pretty quickly. These gaps show up when the wave happens. There's a wave of gap. You know, we're gonna do another test. Let's see this one, how this goes. Let's see if oh, it's gonna go for Nestro. We're on like 100 speed, we're still hitting straight away. Wow. I wonder how they did it. I mean, I saw someone's ship and it was like almost 5,000 mass. I think that their one, no, they're like a more of a hammerhead design. I've got streamline. That was awful. They don't work very well at all. So, I have to go back to the drawing board on the streamline. Make it more of like a very slow slope, and then a fast slope or something. I'm not sure how to do it. Bit of fun though trying to design, but alright, we're gonna abandon this idea. Is it worth blueprinting this part? I think it is. The best way to not do a save game is just do a blueprint, and let's just archive this as a failed turret design. And we just do that, and then we can just archive that. We can always go back to it. Okay. So we need to delete all this top, I think. What I might do actually is I might do more like the hammerhead I saw. It means we delete all this. This becomes like you know, dead to me. We have like a real thin wall here. That's basically the end of the spaceship. No, we've got a gap between there. Yeah, do the same this side. There we go. Trim it down. And then we get this big chunky hammerhead going. So it means that we're gonna have to get all this design. It's gonna be like start up from here and we like do this sort of thing. Every two. So we get some streamline. I don't know where. I think that might be even too streamlined. We might have to go out further like that, right? But we'll see. Must be 3 per move. This was there, so. Alright. Looking a bit better. And then I'm gonna wall that up. Brush there, but I think it's easier pruning this. Wow. I say that and I click too far. But yeah, I think it's easier pruning visually anyway, because you can see these where the tiles are. That added sort of subtractive. Do the same on the other side. That must be a bit less rubbish this time. Let's actually do it proper. It's not very even, Stevens. Alright. Got these all to go. Alright. Cool, cool. Oh, no, that's too far. Alright, so we got the top, maybe a bit chunkier now. I'm gonna put a I'm not sure how deep this is gonna be, but it's probably down to here, I'm guessing. At least. Whoops. Cool. Don't need these walls like this, but it's real estate. Oh, need that one. There we go. Nice chunky wall. Cool, it's looking pretty. No, it doesn't look right at the top here. What's happened? Pretty even. I think it's like to the off one tile. Alright, let's go to this gun turret. So there should be more ammo up here than there was. We've got. What? What's it called then? Rifle. Oh, it's called a magazine. Look for mega. 5400. Okay, that's alright. Growing. So let's get the turrets down. Ooh, a fat row like that, right? And that's nice tidy rows. No idea if that's going to be okay. A lot of turrets though. A lot more than before. That doesn't work out well there. We must move them up a tile. Might be out of sync by one tile there. Though I guess we got more in the center anyway, so we might be okay. We will see. All part of test design. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. Now we need room for the inserters and the requests. So I propose I need another tile to the south. And there could be buffer chests actually. And then requests from each other, but that's fine. Rifle. We'll do 500. Well, maybe 300 initially. Got quite a lot of rows. That's 1200, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 30. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're probably not actually have enough problems with how these top ones get their ammo. They need these ones to supply them, right? Same for these. We're going up only. That's out of sync, that one. That whole row's out of sync. Damn. That's fine, we'll move it. That one, don't think we're gonna do that one, yeah? Must be a funny tile overlap somewhere. These middle ones are out of whack, I think. Alright, let's see. Oh, I need the extra row. Oh, and then we get the inserters. Right, I think they're all happy. I'm not sure the mass is going to be like. Maybe a bit big. At 4300. Shit. 94%. Okay, the streamline's not too bad. I thought it might be worse. Definitely don't have enough ammo though. We got shortages, so 300 was too ambitious. I'll take a while to build this as well. So we're gonna start trimming the fat. I mean, this is pretty lean. I think we got too many turrets now. We'll see. But I believe it'll be too many, but I don't know how well they fire. The mass is like way too high now though for the number of shields. So I mean, the number of engines. The empty tiles is maxed out, which is good. I really want to test it. I might have to drop these to 100. Just so I can kind of paste them. We're still on turrets as well, which is a bit awkward. Yeah, we need a bit more I'm not sure the top. I think the top we can't do much about. I think there's all side bits we can. That should add a little bit. 100%, yeah, cool. So the top to be, we made the top a little shorter, I guess. I don't know whether it would make the worse. I'm not sure the gun turrets are struggling. We should make them easy enough. Let's go add it to my wall somewhere. Gun turrets, maybe. I don't know where we're gonna fit it. Lots of buildings, but pretty tight, eh? I think down here is the way to go. But long gun turrets. Here we go. "20 turrets, please." Now, I can do, I mean, I'm not sure what science I'm at as well. What damage is going to help on this? I think the science is actually too low. I haven't done any research on it. We'll get to like level 10 at least. You're not going to be able to grind there that fast. But it's kind of low tech to get there. Should go quite quickly. That's probably half the problem. Like this, each of these increases damage by 20% of the gun turret and 20% of the bullet. So that's a huge amount of boost. So we might have just been problematic on this because the damage was just so bad from the science. Okay, we got a few inserters. Need more. I'll try to trim the top. I don't know. There's gonna be like a lump of coal moving in space. I'll probably better thin this down when we get the projectile damage up. So those turrets look totally wonky right now. But at least the ammo's going up. So it always means that the ammo that's out will be the lower one and not the top one. The top one will always have ammo, which is optimal. Speed the ammo up. I mean, it might even be better doing a belts, like a belt going up each side. So you save, you remove all these internal ones, you have a belt in between. So these are 2x2, aren't they? Yeah, so it would have to push all the turrets another tile apart. Might not be dense enough. But I believe this will be overkill if we have the science for it. I mean, even this 40% boost alone is insane for the amount of damage we'll do. Should really boost it. But I think it's ammo. A few more coming. Oh, these are on 300 still. They're supposed to be on 100. And we can buff it at 300 later, but we can even add a buffer chest. That one 100. Let me add a buffer chest. So what's the what's my container stress has gone up now. So we're going to be worrisome of that too. That's kind of the main limit, is the actual container stress now. So even if I trimmed it down, I mean, 4300 is not too bad, but I mean, if we get this, even this level 8 right now, what's level 8 give me? Another 40%, right? Notice that cannons firing though, you know, you could do like all different K2 arsenal. We have rockets and flame turrets. We have like laser artillery. I put this laser artillery in. And these things are like, these are monsters. You have one of these on the ship, I mean that's gonna really chew it up. I mean it's technically not a shield, we could just put one of these in. Be a real beast. It has to be like quite far back though, because it's probably gonna miss most of the time. Because the turrets will rip it up before it gets there, right? It has to be like back in, like back down here or somewhere on each side. I can afford more power. If I don't have the shields, I can use laser artillery instead. I wonder if it blows my own ship up though, with the AoE on it. You know, if it goes boom, hits me. I don't know, we got storage and buffers for that, that's weird. Anyway, we're ready to, I think we're ready to test again, even if we don't get the science. I think this looks pretty cool. Alright, let's do a new test. So we came about 120 speed before, then we hit a rock. But that was a level 6. Let's have a look. How are we gonna go? Definitely getting hit. Look at that, how a big rock go right through. Holy shit. Yeah, so I think the physical projectile damage definitely needs science. We're not gonna get very far without it. I mean, it looks pretty cool though. I like the gunfire. Visually it looks nice. But I think that science is busted. I might have to just leave it researching. Um, hmm. What can I do in the meantime, I wonder? I could... Something laser artillery, really. We've got this railgun turret. I knew we tried that. And it doesn't shoot very fast though, but it's a huge range. I think that doesn't really work for this, how the rocks generate. But I mean, like these antimatter railgun shells, that'd be great. But I mean, that's kind of, it's all K2 stuff. Nuclear rocket turret. Wow, that's expensive. Got an AoE though, so would destroy the rocks. Pretty good. Shame you can't use the meter point defense as you're flying. Because technically that's what these things is, like a point defense, right? This just takes a long time to charge. That sounds weird though, 10 gigawatts max consumption, like how the hell? That's crazy. I don't think another 40% is going to make much difference on the efficiency. Well, I might call it. I think we'll do some research on this. But I think I got the right idea. I'd like to get this going. I think visually it looks really cool. I mean, the current one is this one, shields, and it's real easy mode. We've got the same sort of just. It's all the same except for the top. We've just replaced the top with the big chunky wall of turrets.